an indicator actually I had come up with just several weeks ago. I just published it. It's free. It's 100% free to anyone who wants to look at it. It's called the MMRI, Mannarino Market Risk Indicator. You can find this right on my website, traderschoice.net. It basically is an indicator talking about relative risk in the market, relative because it's taking what's happening, the action in the debt market, using an equation involving the dollar or the Dixie, the relative value of the dollar, and the 10-year yield, putting this together in an equation to gauge risk. Right now, we are still in a relatively low risk environment. We're at the high end of low risk, but we're still low risk. So you're going to see more cash flowing into the stock market according to that indicator, and I think it's true. And as long as crude oil continues to get propped up like it is, crude oil is a key element to the stock market itself. And it's going to continue to get propped up here. I think we're going to easily see $90 a barrel, 92, 93 relatively soon, probably going over $100 a barrel would not surprise me. Most Wall Street banks have a $100 target on crude right now. And I think we're going to hit it with relative ease. And as that mechanism boosts the entire energy sector, it gives the financials a boost, it sucks the whole market up with it. That's the way cash moves. That's the mechanism here. So let's all take advantage of these things. So watch these indicators like the Mannarino Market Risk Indicator. Watch the flow of cash. Look at the relative dollar value, the 10-year yield, the action of central banks. What are they doing? Not what they're saying, because we're hearing all this talk about taper. Follow the economic news. Understand that our economy, as a percentage of GDP and debt, is cratering. And this is why we continue to get bad economic news. And that mechanism is going to also push stocks higher. Nothing is what it seems. And usually by following the crowd, you're going to end up being wrong with regard to investing and or trading. And that's why I tell people, it used to get me too, believe it or not. I used to follow a lot of people myself. It's like, what is this guy saying? What is this guy saying? Blah, blah, blah. And it would play with my mind, because I'd be looking at the data myself and saying, well, hold on a minute, this doesn't really make sense to me. So I started to get a little confused years and years and years ago. Now, I don't do it at all. I don't follow anybody. I follow my own data. What is the data telling me? What am I looking at? What is it telling me? Not just what this guy saying, what is that guy saying? And since I've done that, I think I've really been able to keep myself and the people that follow my work on the right side of this whole thing moving forward. So follow your own intellect, do your own homework, and I think you're going to be okay.